The story starts with the protagonist reflecting that reincarnating in another world is a dream anyone must have had. If he had been reincarnated into another, he would have been fighting beasts and monsters, marrying the princess, and living the life he wants. However, he didn't want that world to come here. Suddenly, his body gets torn in half by a monster, and he dies. A system appears and reveals that the first official has been confirmed, and the subject's affinity with this world is greatly high. All conditions have been met, and he has been given access to unique skills and systems. His unique skill, Return from Tartarus, activates, and he wakes up in his office. His name is Ichijio. He wonders where the monster went and notices his legs attached, thinking it was just a dream. His colleague, Sayama, tells him to look behind. A girl grabs him and tells him he has some guts to ignore his superior. Her name is Nanase. She asks why he is daydreaming and if he is ill. He explains that he just fell asleep, but thanks to her strength, he woke up completely. She apologizes and asks if he prefers to fall asleep forever. He tells her that his nightmare felt real and he still has the sensation of being ripped apart. She gets close to him and asks if he is feeling tired. He blushes and tells her he is fine and will finish all his work by today. She tells him that after observing him up close, he really has dark circles under his eyes. He says it's nothing, and she tells him that meeting deadlines is important, but he should also take care of his health. She says she will be leaving soon, and he should also get ready to leave. For some reason, he has a faint memory of the exact same conversation from before. Sayama tells him he is very lucky and that he is jealous because he also wants to experience a sleeper hold from Nanase. Ichijio tells him to go and try it, and he will surely get knocked out. He notices people doing something on his way back home, and it feels strange because he has seen this before. He wonders if he is going senile, thinking it starts around the age of 25, and his hair is also getting thin. Suddenly, he hears some weird sounds and wonders what it is, as it sounds like something heavy being dragged through the streets. He cannot see well in the dark. He gets shocked because it's a monster, the same one he saw in his dream. He starts to shiver and wonders why this monster is here and if it was just a dream. He cannot believe it's real and thinks it's just some sort of prank for a show. The monster growls, and he gets frightened, screaming and running away. He curses and wonders if he is going to die. He doesn't want to die, and there is no way he will. The monster hits him, and he gets slammed into a wall. Ichijio coughs blood, feeling hot and unable to breathe. He cannot put strength in his legs and notices his legs severed from his body. He sees the monster picking up his legs and eating them. He curses why this is happening to him and laments that he is still a virgin. His vision gets blurry, and he wonders if he is going to die. Suddenly, a screen appears with a quest, and it's a C-rank quest requiring him to defeat that Minotaur. He asks what it means by quest and why it wants him to kill that thing because it's basically impossible for him. He dies again and goes back to his office. He is sweating and doesn't know what is happening. The screen appears again, telling him he failed to complete the quest. He is confused and wonders if it's referring to that monster. The screen disappears and another appears, giving him an achievement. His stats increase as a result, and he doesn't understand a thing about it. The first thing he wants to know is what the screen is for. Nanase asks if he is even listening to her and what is wrong with him, as his face looks pale. He asks if she can explain this to him and points at the screen. She doesn't know what he is talking about and says they can't see it. He asks if she really can't see that screen and if she has presbyopia. She gets mad, grabs him, and asks how he dares to talk to her like that. She tells him to stop spitting nonsense and get ready to leave. He wonders what is going on. He sits on the bench, and the screen has disappeared. He thinks about what it was, and the only thing he knows is that he has returned to the past. If he were to go home right now, he would again encounter the monster, which he doesn't want to. He curses and thinks about what he should do. He understands and gets happy because if he doesn't go home right this moment, then he will not encounter it. There is a chance it's possible, but he really doesn't want to sleep outdoors, so he gets ready to go back to the office, which should still be safe. In the office, he gets scared and wonders if he can really dodge the calamity by doing this. He thinks about the monster and why he can come back to life again and what was that display. There are a lot of things he doesn't understand, and he doesn't give a shit about them now. The only thing he needs to focus on is how he can survive this. He falls asleep. He wakes up to a noise and curses because he slept without knowing. He checks the time, and the day has changed, meaning he has survived. He is happy that he survived and gets up to get some coffee. He notices why not everyone is here and wonders if they are playing hooky, including the supervisor. In addition, the siren has been going nonstop. Suddenly, there is an earthquake, and he wonders what is happening. He looks outside the window, and there are a lot of monsters swarming the city. He doesn't know what these things are. He thought he survived that nightmare, but now he needs to survive hell. He checks the news and sees that the whole world has been invaded. He wonders if he is the only person alive. He runs to find people and sees a man, Sayama. He is happy that Sayama is alive, but he isn't saying anything. He notices that Sayama has been killed, and a goblin is eating him. He vomits and tells Sayama that if he is being eaten, You should say something. He now knows that these monsters eat humans, and the goblin notices him. His legs give out on him. He doesn't know what to do, and he will be killed if he doesn't do anything. He thinks of trying to fight it because it's a goblin, and goblins are the weakest in the game. But he gives up because there is no way he will win. He tells it to not come any closer. It jumps at him, and he throws his phone at it. It gets on him and gets ready to kill him. The goblin bashes his head and gets confused. He thinks it's confused because he didn't die, and it's his chance. He punches it in the face, and it gets slammed into the wall. He doesn't know why it flew away like that, and there is also a crack in the wall. It's impossible for someone who has a grip strength of 30. He is confused why he didn't die when the goblin bashed his head with the club. He wonders if it's related to the screen. It picks up its club, and Ichijiu doesn't let it. He snatches it and, with a cold tone, tells it that it's payback for what it did to him. He curses it and, with full strength, bashes its head and tells it he won't die, and he will live. He kills the goblin. He defeated the goblin and survived. He is annoyed and falls down because his body gave up. He has already lost a lot of blood, but he managed to kill it. His head is hurting, but more than that, he has to look at the gross face of the goblin while he dies. Suddenly, the screen shows up, and he levels up from 1 to 3. He gets more stats and feels strength flowing through his body. He has never felt power like this, but he is still going to die. He curses at what was the point of him leveling up. He goes back in time and, this time, notices Nanes, who asks if he is ill. He runs away. This is his 3rd time, and, as expected, he now has the ability to return back to the time before this world was destroyed. He falls down and is frustrated with what he needs to do. The screen appears, and it's his status window. The screen tells him that the stat points from the previous life will be inherited, and he is stunned. It's really like a game. He doesn't get any of this game stuff, but he knows it's too early for him to give up. He gets ready to take on the challenge. He doesn't care if it's another world or some game. He will level up like crazy and survive through all of this. The inversion rate of the current world is 0.01%.